Yeah, hello students. In this problem, we have a region which is basically spherical in nature, and that spherical region of radius r is there, and electric field in and around this region is given in this particular question. You can see that this is the data we have provided to us. You can see that this is xi plus yj plus zk. This is the electric field in the region where x square plus y square plus z square is less than r square. Now before I can say proceed anything else, I would say that for sphere the equation of sphere is this: x square plus y square plus z square is equal to r square. This mathematical equation represents a sphere of radius r. Okay, so if these people are telling that x square plus y square plus z square is less than r square, then it is possible that this electric field is within the sphere. This is the electric field inside the sphere, and you can see here it is x square plus y square plus z square greater than r square. So this electric field which is basically shown here, okay, that electric field exists outside the sphere. So that electric field exists outside the sphere. We have this two data which is provided to us. Okay, now using this two data, that is inside electric field of a sphere, outside electric field of a sphere, we have to calculate the charge q in the whole region. Okay, so when we will calculate the charge q in a whole region, we will be able to say what charge is directly proportional to what actually, right? And this sphere is having, I can say, center at origin. Sphere is having origin at basically a center and origin overlaps actually, right? So this is radius vector, and I'm just picking a small area vector. That area vector is dA vector. So why I'm picking that area vector, you'll come to know very soon. But this is the question. First of all, again I'm repeating the question. You are given electric field in a region inside the sphere of radius r, and then electric field in the region outside the sphere of radius r. You have provided two electric fields, and you are asked to calculate charge q in a whole region which is connected with the sphere. So you have to calculate the charge, and how to calculate the charge? So we'll use basically Gauss law in this particular case. So we'll use the concept of flux in this particular case. So what we wanted to use here is flux. So let me show you that electric flux phi, which we say that charge upon epsilon 0, and that comes out to be electric field into dA. Okay, this is my Gauss law. This is Gauss law actually, right? So using this Gauss law, we will be able to calculate the value of q if we know the value of E. Now if you want to utilize this particular law, you need to, I can say, finally come up with the Gaussian surface. So initially, see, I don't have any specific point which is given in the question, so I'm just choosing a point lying on the surface of this particular sphere. Now if I'm choosing the particular point lying on the surface, then in that particular case, any point on the surface is having coordinate what, x, y, z. It is general coordinate I'm talking about, because it is origin is the basically center, and r is the radius. Origin is basically 0, 0 and 0, and radius is basically r. So using this particular data, you can always say that r square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square, and also you can say this vector r can be represented as xi plus yj plus zk, right? So now you just focus on the second equation of electric field, which is outside, right? So this is my equation number 1, and now I'm focusing on the second equation. For x square plus y square plus z square greater than or equal to r square, okay, I can just write electric field is basically r cube, and see, in denominator it is x square plus y square plus z square, so I can replace that particular thing with r square, and this is raised to 3 by 2. Now it is xi plus yj plus zk, right? Now this is going to cancel, this is r cube and this denominator will be also r cube, and what I am getting is electric field on the surface, because I am taking x square plus r y square plus z square is equal to r square. So it indicates that I am talking about surface. So electric field on the surface comes out to be xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, and the same thing is seen here, you can see, right? E is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. So all I can say that from all this particular calculation I can sum up that electric field on the surface can be defined as E is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. So this is electric field on the surface, and I am choosing my point on the surface of a sphere, and this I can say boundary, I can say this is the boundary, which is the sphere boundary, is acting like a Gaussian surface. So this is spherical Gaussian surface. So here I can say on surface E is equal to xi plus yj plus zk, and therefore I can say from 1 q upon epsilon 0 is going to become xi plus yj plus zk, and this dA vector is basically magnitude of area into unit vector. Now this unit vector is basically r cap, you can see that, and r cap can be written as r vector upon r vector upon r. So it is q by epsilon 0. See, this r is a radius, and that's why it is going to be constant quantity, so I am taking it outside the integral. Here it is xi plus yj plus zk, and this r vector you can also write down as xi plus yj plus zk. So in place of r vector I can again write xi plus yj plus zk, and then I can write dA. So from this all I can get is q is equal to epsilon 0 upon r. Q is equal to epsilon 0 upon r. This integration is going to give me x square plus y square plus z square, and then dA, right? So this is going to be value of q. Now x square plus y square plus z square is nothing but r square. So I am just writing q is equal to epsilon 0. This is r square, and I am taking that r square outside the integral, divided by r, and this is integration of dA. And you can say integration of dA is a, and a is for what? Sphere. So for sphere you can have that area is equal to 4 pi r square. So the charge which you got here is 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube. Okay, so this is the charge in the whole region, and you can see this charge q is directly proportional to r cube, and so option r cube, option C, is the perfect option. I hope you understood this particular problem. Thank you very much.